Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into the green supply chain productivity framework. This approach is all about integrating environmentally friendly practices into every stage of the supply chain. From sourcing to disposal, we aim to minimize environmental impact while boosting efficiency and cutting costs. Let's explore how this can transform businesses and promote sustainability. Let's begin by understanding the introduction and importance of the green supply chain productivity framework. A green supply chain integrates eco-friendly practices into every supply chain stage, from raw material sourcing to production and distribution, all the way to end-of-life disposal. The focus is on reducing the ecological footprint while boosting efficiency and saving costs. It's about managing resources wisely, conserving energy, and adopting sustainable technologies at every step. Let's explore the key elements of the green supply chain productivity framework. First, eco-friendly procurement focuses on sustainable suppliers and renewable materials. In sustainable manufacturing, we emphasize energy-efficient processes and waste minimization. Green logistics cover areas like route optimization and sustainable packaging. Finally, circular economy principles drive recycling and product take-back systems. And throughout, monitoring metrics ensure we're tracking our progress effectively. To establish a green supply chain, we begin with responsible buying, focusing on eco-conscious suppliers. Step 2 is sustainable production, ensuring minimal waste and energy use. Third, we incorporate green transport to reduce emissions. Next, packaging is optimized for sustainability. Warehousing follows with energy-efficient practices. The transport stage emphasizes reduced environmental impact. During usage, efficiency is key. Finally, product lifecycle management ties it all together, enhancing longevity and recyclability. Each step contributes to effective decarbonization. Our focus is on 4 key pillars: sourcing, manufacturing, logistics, and circularity. First, responsible buying emphasizes green procurement and ethical supply chain management. Next, sustainable production targets emission management and resource optimization. Then, green transport includes optimal freight and network operation. Finally, product lifecycle management looks at reuse and recycling. These pillars contribute to reducing more than 95% of the environmental impact, driving both sustainability and efficiency. Green procurement is essential for driving sustainability across the sourcing to procurement process. We start by mapping historical performance against targets to identify key ESG or environmental, social, and governance areas. Integrating ESG standards into procurement categories ensures a sustainable approach. Incorporating ESG clauses and emission data in contracts pushes suppliers toward greener practices. By collaborating with partners and using tools like supplier relationship management, we ensure alignment and accountability. Regular reporting against ESG targets helps track progress and keep sustainability goals on track. In emission management, understanding greenhouse gases is crucial, with a focus on carbon dioxide, methane, nitrous oxide, and fluorinated gases. Emissions span multiple sectors: industry, transportation, and agriculture, among others. With 36.7 billion tons of emissions globally and 4.61 tons per capita, coal remains a major contributor, particularly in Asia. To address this, we look at 3 scopes. Scope 1 is direct emissions, Scope 2 covers energy and utilities, and Scope 3 involves the whole supply chain. By working towards net zero targets by 2100, we can help mitigate long-term climate impact. From an organizational perspective, emission management involves several key steps. It begins with emission assessment through guided sensing information, enabling end-to-end visibility. Next, we identify emission hotspots using advanced analytics. Supplier segmentation follows, classifying suppliers based on their emissions as well as their maturity levels. Emission breakdown offers clear insights into source emissions, which aids in evaluating reduction potential with alternate fuel setups and technology enhancements. Cost-benefit analysis is vital, utilizing margin abatement cost curves and decision-making tools. Setting targets involves establishing baselines and finalizing key indicators. Internal engagement focuses on fostering a carbon-neutral culture. Moreover, engaging suppliers in proactive emission tracking builds stronger relationships. Finally, progress tracking through project management tools and robust reporting mechanisms ensures ongoing success. Logistics contribute to over 14% of man-made emissions. Let's explore how we can reduce these impacts. First, Demand reduction focuses on transport utilization, reducing empty trips, and optimizing cargo space. Operational improvements deal with optimal freight mix, backhaul strategies, and load strategies, potentially cutting nearly 6,800 metric tons of emissions. Technological innovations include battery and electric vehicle integration, as well as automation, contributing significantly to emission curtailment. Lastly, carbon removal through offsets can lead to savings of around $500,000 for offsets like Kattingen and Mindo. Each of these areas provides meaningful ways to make a substantial environmental difference. When choosing freight methods for responsible transport, weighing the mix is key. Each option has its strengths and weaknesses across factors like cost, time, carbon emissions, and environmental impact. For instance, road transport is generally high in carbon emissions, but flexible and low in cost. Ocean freight is the most eco-friendly option in terms of emissions, but slower. Air freight, while fast, has a high carbon footprint. Rail offers a good balance with moderate cost and lower emissions. To optimize the freight mix, consider factors specific to your organization's priorities, such as cost, environmental standards, and delivery timelines. By selecting the right mode for each leg of your logistics chain, you can reduce your carbon footprint effectively. Network optimization is a strategic approach to enhancing supply chain efficiency and cutting emissions. It involves mapping out the network and looking at consolidation opportunities. We start by evaluating the current network. Then, understanding demand and forecasting helps identify potential areas for improvement, assess potential locations with a focus on cost and efficiency. Finally, analyze existing distribution and create a clear roadmap for implementation. By refining route utilization and optimizing networks, you can achieve significant emission reductions while enhancing overall efficiency. The resource circularity 9R framework is all about minimizing waste and maximizing lifespan. It engages stakeholders across every part of the supply chain to reduce waste at its source. The process begins with upstream circularity management, which focuses on reducing environmental footprint and optimizing resource dependency, ultimately prolonging service life. It progresses through steps like rethinking design for resource efficiency, closing loops through recycling, and minimizing waste with strategies such as repurposing and remanufacturing. Downstream management involves waste-to-energy processes and molecular decomposition to break down waste sustainably. This approach diverts waste from landfills and incineration, ultimately leading to zero waste and sustainable cycles. By leveraging these strategies, we can significantly reduce environmental impacts. The Circularity Assessment Framework is essential for evaluating and enhancing supply chain sustainability. It combines strategy, governance, operations, and innovation. First, in strategy and governance, the focus is on setting clear goals and governance structures to steer circular initiatives. This includes strategy visioning and effective gap management. Next, innovation involves driving circularity with design thinking and digital solutions, as well as harnessing waste-to-resource technologies. Operations emphasize integrating circularity into activities such as procurement, production, and discharge, aligning key performance indicators with green goals. Finally, people and culture stress internal and external engagement, promoting awareness and diversity in communication to embed circularity into the organizational DNA. This framework utilizes a circularity index, helping gauge progress and areas for enhancement. In the realm of water management, it's striking that less than 1% of the world's water is suitable for human consumption. As water scarcity emerges as a major challenge, integrated water resource management becomes crucial. This process harmonizes the development and management of water resources, land, and related areas to optimize social and economic welfare. The map shows implementation levels of integrated water management globally, highlighting varying degrees of progress. Key elements include setting clear objectives, evaluation and risk assessment, and thorough planning. Through strategic coordination, we can improve efficiency, social welfare, and sustainability in handling our precious water resources. Water management at an organizational level involves creating integrated systems across cities, agriculture, and organizations to promote effective water conservation. It's about looking at supply, use, and recovery processes holistically. By prioritizing the use of recycled water, organizations can significantly reduce water consumption and improve sustainability. The cycle includes delivering resilient services, designing out waste, recovering and restoring resources to regenerate natural systems. This approach not only conserves water, but also aligns with broader environmental goals. Let's explore the synergy between business, government, and society in our modern era. This integration prioritizes financial performance with a strong focus on social welfare and environmental stewardship. For businesses, it's about moving beyond corporate social responsibility by creating impactful private-public partnerships that foster long-term growth. When it comes to government, the focus is on enforcing innovative win-win policies that maintain control over business operations while encouraging sustainable practices. Society plays a crucial role by taking ownership of environmental responsibilities, shaping not only consumer behaviors but also influencing businesses and governmental policies. This collaboration leads to a balanced framework, ensuring economic development and sustainability in tandem. In the supply chain, the collaboration between business, government, and society is pivotal. Each group has specific responsibilities in key areas to enhance sustainability and ethical practices. Businesses focus on securing sustainable sources, reducing emissions, managing energy use efficiently, and promoting recycling. They also work on optimizing packaging and transport methods by using innovative solutions. Government support by integrating green incentives, developing infrastructure, and enforcing eco-friendly regulations. Policies are created to facilitate responsible sourcing and waste management. Society influences by supporting sustainable products and advocating for transparency. They push for recycling and conscious consumerism, ultimately shaping supply chain practices to be more ethical and efficient. This collective effort helps drive systemic change towards sustainability in every aspect of the supply chain. Diving into the core strategies of the Green Supply Chain Productivity Framework, we focus on integrating sustainability across every facet of the supply chain. These strategies are designed to enhance environmental stewardship and drive efficiency. The approach includes green procurement, sustainable manufacturing, efficient logistics, and waste minimization through circular economy principles. By addressing everything from sourcing to disposal, we aim to reduce emissions, optimize resources, and lower costs. These strategies are not just theoretical, they are actionable steps that businesses, governments, and society can collaboratively implement for a more sustainable future. In the Green Supply Chain Management Framework, core strategies are clearly defined to ensure efficiency and sustainability throughout the supply chain. Starting with sustainable procurement, we focus on green sourcing and conducting supplier audits to ensure practices align with environmental standards. Within waste minimization, we adopt lean manufacturing and implement effective recycling frameworks to reduce excess and promote reuse. Efficient logistics are enhanced by using electric fleets and optimizing routes to lessen carbon footprints. The circular economy approach emphasizes design for recyclability and developing closed-loop supply chains to extend the life cycle of materials and products. Each strategy contributes significantly to minimizing environmental impact while boosting productivity and cost efficiency. Sustainable procurement begins with green sourcing, focusing on eco-friendly materials. By prioritizing sustainable and biodegradable resources, businesses can significantly cut raw material extraction and waste. This practice not only benefits the environment, but also elevates brand reputation. In addition, supplier audits based on environmental, social, and governance criteria ensure that suppliers meet sustainability benchmarks. Regular reviews and audits encourage accountability and reduce risks associated with unethical practices. These initiatives promote a responsible supply chain, demonstrating a commitment to reducing carbon footprints and fostering long-term sustainability. Waste minimization is crucial for enhancing supply chain efficiency and sustainability. Starting with lean manufacturing, the focus is on eliminating waste by aligning production with demand. Just-in-time production methods help avoid surplus, as seen in the example of a manufacturer cutting waste by 40% using lean workflows. This not only lowers costs but also reduces landfill contributions and boosts efficiency. Recycling frameworks, like reverse logistics, reintroduce used products back into the supply chain. Setting up collection systems and partnering with firms for material recovery are key steps. For instance, An electronics brand offering trade-in programs reduces the need for new resources, extending product life cycles and supporting circular economies. Efficient logistics play a pivotal role in reducing environmental impacts and enhancing supply chain productivity. The transition to electric fleets or rail transport marks a significant step. By replacing diesel trucks with electric vehicles or hybrid options, businesses lower emissions and reduce their carbon footprint. Shifting to rail freight further cuts emissions compared to road transport. For instance, a logistics giant achieved a 50% reduction in fleet emissions by investing in electric trucks. Route optimization leverages artificial intelligence and Internet of Things technology. AI analyzes traffic patterns to find the most efficient routes, while IoT sensors monitor weather and road conditions, ensuring timely deliveries. This reduces fuel consumption, lowers costs, and improves service. A delivery service, for example, cut last mile costs by 20% through dynamic routing. In the move towards a circular economy, designing for recyclability and implementing closed-loop supply chains are key strategies. Designing products with disassembly and recyclability in mind ensures they are easy to repair and upgrade. By using modular designs and materials that are recyclable or biodegradable, businesses can extend product life cycles and reduce waste. For instance, a smartphone company designs devices for easy part replacement, making repairs more accessible and sustainable. Closed-loop supply chains focus on returning used products for refurbishment, resale, or dismantling. A collection process for end-of-life products allows for the retrieval of valuable materials, like rare earth metals, which are then reintegrated into manufacturing. This approach provides significant reductions in resource extraction and waste, illustrating the impact of circular strategies on sustainability. Industry 4.0 is revolutionizing supply chains by integrating advanced technologies for increased efficiency and sustainability. By leveraging automation, data exchange, and smart technology, supply chains become more responsive and agile. Sensors and IoT devices enable real-time monitoring of operations, ensuring quick adaptations to demands and disruptions. Artificial intelligence and machine learning optimize processes, from predictive maintenance to demand forecasting, reducing waste and enhancing resource allocation. These interventions not only streamline operations, but also lead to significant reductions in costs and environmental impact, paving the way for smarter, greener supply chains. Industry 4.0, or the Fourth Industrial Revolution, introduces cutting-edge digital technologies into manufacturing and supply chain processes. Key technologies like the Internet of Things, big data analytics, artificial intelligence, blockchain, digital twins, and robotics transform these sectors. By enabling smarter, interconnected operations through real-time data and automation, Industry 4.0 offers a path to more sustainable and efficient supply chains. It revolutionizes how businesses operate, enhancing both productivity and sustainability. Industry 4.0 plays a pivotal role in green supply chains by aligning sustainability goals, enhancing resource efficiency, and reducing emissions. With technologies such as artificial intelligence and automation, businesses can optimize resources and streamline operations. Data insights allow for precise adjustments that cut waste significantly. Blockchain enhances transparency and traceability, ensuring ethical sourcing and environmental tracking. This visibility helps maintain compliance with global sustainability standards. Furthermore, by integrating Internet of Things and renewable energy, businesses can continuously monitor and reduce emissions, all of which contribute to a more sustainable and resilient supply chain. In the realm of Industry 4.0, digital technology transforms green supply chains by enhancing every step from planning to delivery. For sourcing, e-procurement, and advanced technologies streamline processes, fostering efficient and sustainable supplier collaborations. In planning, big data analytics generates powerful insights, while digital twins simulate and optimize entire supply chain processes. The delivery phase sees innovation with drones, unmanned aerial vehicles, and smart transportation systems, ensuring more efficient and low-emission logistics. Robotics and automation revolutionize manufacturing, aided by 3D printing and additive manufacturing, while augmented reality supports maintenance and training. Each integration marks a significant move towards smarter, more sustainable supply chain operations. Let's explore the integration of renewable energy in green supply chains. Renewable energy is key to reducing carbon footprints and enhancing sustainability. By incorporating solar, wind, and other renewable sources, supply chains not only lower emissions but also cut energy costs over time. Switching to clean energy supports global environmental goals and positions businesses as pioneers in sustainable practices, paving the way for a greener future. Transitioning production and warehousing to renewable energy is a transformative step towards sustainability. Traditional energy sources like coal and natural gas contribute to emissions. By shifting to renewables such as solar, wind, geothermal, and biomass, facilities can dramatically reduce their environmental impact. Solar energy utilizes panels to harness sunlight, turning it into electricity. Wind turbines generate energy efficiently, especially in windy areas, while geothermal taps into the Earth's heat for consistent energy. Biomass converts organic waste into biofuels, reducing reliance on fossil fuels. This transition not only lowers emissions but also aligns with global sustainability goals, making operations more eco-friendly and cost-effective in the long run. Transitioning to renewable energy in production and warehousing significantly reduces reliance on fossil fuels, thereby slashing emissions. By opting for solar energy, companies achieve zero emissions during electricity generation. Wind and geothermal energy options further diminish carbon footprints, making these attractive green choices. Beyond the environmental perks, renewables enhance energy independence and security. Companies can lessen their dependency on external sources, safeguarding against price fluctuations and geopolitical issues. This switch not only promotes sustainability but also stabilizes energy supply, offering long-term benefits for business operations. Transitioning to renewable energy in production and warehousing is a powerful way to lower your overall carbon footprint. By focusing on direct emissions, such as eliminating fossil fuels in production, and reducing indirect emissions through cleaner power sources, companies can significantly decrease their emissions. This transition also positively impacts supply chain emissions with cleaner production methods. Additionally, aligning with global frameworks like the Paris Agreement and United Nations Sustainable Development Goals not only supports important environmental initiatives but also attracts sustainability-conscious consumers. This transition offers potential benefits like carbon credits and government incentives, making it a compelling strategy for businesses committed to a sustainable future. To achieve a sustainable supply chain, follow this structured pathway. First, identify emissions within your operations and trace where they occur. Set clear, actionable goals to target these emissions. As you progress, monitor advancements regularly to ensure you're on the right track. Engage stakeholders throughout the process. Their insights and collaboration are crucial for success. Foster transparency by openly sharing your progress and challenges. Advocate for change within your industry. By embracing technology and innovation, you can champion sustainability, creating a ripple effect that inspires others to follow suit. Let's address the challenges in achieving green supply chain productivity. Firstly, high initial costs and limited supplier collaboration can be significant hurdles. Suppliers may not always be on board with sustainable practices, creating a bottleneck. Next, the lack of standardization and data management challenges hinder consistent implementation across the board. It can be difficult to track and measure progress without uniform standards. Technological complexity adds another layer of difficulty, requiring businesses to stay updated with the latest innovations. Regulatory and compliance issues also need constant attention to align with ever-evolving laws. Resistance to change, both internally and externally, can slow down adoption. Lastly, the complexity of entire supply chains requires careful coordination to implement sustainable changes effectively. While these challenges exist, addressing them head-on allows for a smoother transition to a more sustainable model. Let's explore the benefits of technology in green supply chains. First, resource optimization is key. By minimizing energy, water, and material use, companies enhance efficiency while reducing costs. Cost efficiency is achieved through automation and analytics, cutting operational expenses and streamlining processes. Supply chain transparency improves with technologies like blockchain and IoT, enhancing traceability and accountability. Technology also aids in waste reduction by streamlining processes to minimize waste and emissions, driving sustainability goals. Finally, compliance support is enhanced through alignment with international sustainability standards, ensuring companies meet global requirements. Together, these benefits demonstrate how technology propels green supply chains towards a more efficient and sustainable future. Thank you for joining today's presentation on transforming supply chains with green technology. Your attention and engagement are truly appreciated. If you have any questions or need further insights, feel free to ask. Let's keep the conversation going on how we can innovate towards a more sustainable future.